and we're going to Custom House to go see the dinosaurs. Wow.
We've just been to the Jurassic World exhibition, which was really cool. The best bit was when there was like a big T-Rex. He like docked with the light with his head, and everybody thought they were going to die. That was the best bit.
The end.
The end. But good day.
Yeah, brilliant. Really
it was
fun.
only like 20 minutes.
23, yeah.
So it was quite fun to just go and like check it out. I only ever recently watched the Jurassic films, but I love them.
Now where are we going?
Now we're going, well, we're going to go eat first.
Yeah.
And then we'll tell them where we're going.
Okay. Thank you.
Just had lunch at Pure. It was actually pretty good, wasn't it?
It's really nice.
It's like a little bowl with like Mediterranean chicken, had like chicken and rice and stuff, and it was really good. So I feel like now we're just waiting for it to like settle down before we go and train. Right?
Yeah.
We're going somewhere so exciting. So exciting but so nervous. I'm really nervous to
I'm
go.
waiting for the food to settle down, but I also need the toilet.
So we probably have to go soon.
Yeah.
So welcome to my full training session at WIT Fitness. So today's session was a little bit impromptu because I took the last week off as like a mini deload, as my body felt like absolutely ruined. So I felt like I needed a little time off, a little reset, just to kind of give my body some time to recover. When I went into the session, I wasn't actually sure what I was going to do because the gym was super busy, so there wasn't much space. I didn't want to take up much space. So I basically just started with some back squat doubles. I wasn't really sure what I was going to work up to. But then as I was warming up, it felt really good. So I thought I would just keep going until I hit like a challenging set of 2. So this is 125, so this is 5 kilo off my best single. So for it to move this convincingly felt really, really good. I didn't really know what to expect as I was approaching the bar. As you can see, I'm pretty surprised by how it moved. It was really hard for me to like shut off from everything that was happening behind us because music was really loud and people were shouting and like it felt like there wasn't much coherence within the gym, if that makes sense. So I just had to kind of like focus on my session and try and just get it done. Then this 130 just moved. It just felt like butter. Like, I don't know whether something just clicked on this day, but everything just felt like it was moving. I could engage properly. It was really tight. It was really good. I was really, really happy with that set. I think that in my mind I was done then. And then Ross was like, you have to put 135 on. So this is 135 for a double. I think that if I really, really pushed it and really focused, I could have done it for a triple or at least put 140 on for a single. But I was so happy with this, and like sometimes I just know, you know when you just know you have to just call it a day and just think, I'm really happy with this, let's just move on. But I was dead chuffed by my face, you can just tell. Like I felt like my quads like wanted to rip open.
Yeah. Kept pushing though. Well done.
So that's kind of how I've been taking training recently. Like I've just kind of been listening to my body, and then when it feels good, I just go up. It's what's working for me at the moment. So after that, I did some hang power snatches, just to below the knee. You guys know I love stuff below the knee. So this was just 65. I was just warming up, taking 2s every time. They felt really nice. I think I'm starting to really put the pieces together after the hip to make sure that I'm engaging properly. The thing is, I'm getting to that point where my hang snatches, or my hang power snatches, and any kind of power snatch is so much more consistent and so much stronger than my full snatch. So naturally, as like your training ebbs and flows, like that's just going to happen because you focus on other things. But I think we're going to be moving back towards full snatches pretty soon to try and fix that. So this is a 70 kilo hang power snatch double. It just moves. Like 70 kilos never really moved that quickly for me. It's never really moved so strongly. I think that I'm really finding my feet with this kind of movement, and I feel really confident and happy with it, which is really, really nice. Obviously there's a little bit of error there, but 70 kilo is like almost my best power snatch. It's like 73 is my best power snatch. So I'm really, really happy with that. I'm really happy with how it moved. I think that I've just kind of developed this confidence now approaching a snatch, which I've never had before, which I'm really, really happy with. I think I was like pleasantly surprised by how that moved. So afterwards I moved on to some hang power clean and jerks. Now it's kind of the same thing as my power snatch. Power clean and jerks are much better and stronger than full cleans at the moment, as you can tell by my reaction.
Butter and bread.
Yeah, it's my bread and butter.
Oh yeah.
So again, similar with the power snatch, I kind of am just taking this session as it comes. So I literally just work up to something that feels heavy, something that feels challenging, and then after that I'll just walk away from it. So today I didn't really have any expectations. I kind of just was trying to focus on trying to extend all the way up and relax my arms. You guys know that I have a really quite a significant early arm bend, which I've been working really hard to fix, and I find doing anything from the hang really helps me relax that, so I can focus on keeping my chest up and keeping my arms fully relaxed. So that's what I did throughout this whole session. That was basically the aim. So this is 90 kilos for a hang power, which is good. Like, I was kind of finding my feet with it. I pulled it really high, so it kind of like put me off a little bit because I wasn't expecting it to flow so high, so it just crashed on me a little bit. As you can tell, I was like very surprised by how that moved. I think that you have to kind of remember that these kinds of weights, like when it's not your top end, there is so much room for error just because you're not sure how much to give it. I think at this 95, I timed it so well, and it just felt so much better because it's getting to that top end where I'm putting maximal effort in, but obviously it's meaning that it just lands perfectly, and it's just, it's timed beautifully, and it just feels nice, feels crisp, and I'm really happy with how it moved. I think after this 95, Ross was like, you just have to put 100 on. You can't walk away not having done 100. So just loaded up 100 and then just thought I'd just give it my best shot and see what happens. I think that every day I'm surprised by how well 100 moves, like learning how my training flows and like how different weights feel now compared to before. It's amazing. Doing 100 power clean is something I always dreamed of. So trying to like get used to the idea that those are my working weights is fun and exciting, and I was obviously really happy with this. So yeah, training's fun. Just take it day by day, listen to my body, see what I can do.
Yeah.
Post workout shake. It's like vegan protein with like banana and stuff in it. It's actually really good. Much enjoying it. I'm gonna do like a full recap when we sit down of what we thought of WIT Fitness, but I feel like, is it worth the hype? I don't know. Luckily, like, I feel, because obviously gym box is like 25 quid or something to go in. This is only 17.50, so like it's a little bit better, but
You can see why.
we have to discuss whether it's worth the hype or not. You know, I'm just gonna enjoy this protein shake. Vegan protein for me tastes unreal because it has stuff in it, otherwise it would taste like rubbish.
So what did we think?
So it's a bit later now, so we've been out in London sort of just like walking around and stuff and like talking about the gym, and like there was such a hype about WIT. There's like this aura of like greatness around it, like all the athletes go there and like it's a big thing, but I just felt like it was just one of those boxes where they try and do everything and it all just like, they try and do too much, and then it's too much. Like when you watch the videos back, like you can see there are people literally like everywhere doing their own thing. So what is a CrossFit box is no longer a CrossFit box, because you've got people doing like handstands, you've got people doing skipping, you've got people doing lifting, and it just doesn't work. And like there was a girl there and she was maxing out and people were like walking in front of her, and the music was really loud.
Too loud.
So loud. I don't know whether it's just because we're old people, but I don't think the hype is worth it.
You're 24.
Yeah, I know. But no, I mean like I'm old soul. Like, I don't
Right.
want loud music, like headbanging music. Like obviously the gym itself it's got nice equipment. Like the bars
Yeah.
are really good. It's got good bumper plates. It's also got some competition plates which are nice, although you're not allowed to use them or whatever.
The bars were lovely.
Yeah, the bars are really nice. Like all of the equipment is stellar, so good. It's just that I feel like they're trying to put too much into such a small space that you kind of just get lost in it.
Okay. Resume.
Yes, I don't know whether it's somewhere that I would like go back to in a rush. It's somewhere that like, I'm glad I've been to, but I don't know whether I'm just like I'm not like super
And there were those
excited
guys
about it.
that trained and then left all of their stuff out everywhere.
It was like towards the end of the session, these guys had like maxed out like some kind of complex, and everybody was kind of like in their own space, like trying to find somewhere to train. And like this one girl like didn't have enough space to do what she wanted to do, but all of these people had just like left their bars out and left like loads of stuff all over the floor, and no one could do anything, and they weren't using that equipment. And I just feel like there was no like respect for anybody else who was doing their own sessions, you know. And I find that really like difficult. It's like it's somewhere to train. It felt like very much like somewhere that they would go in to like socialize and train, which is fine, but like
Not when you're selling it as a commercial
not when
gym
it's
where
like a commercial gym where you can drop in an open gym and all that sort of stuff. So yeah,
out of 10
out of 10,
on the spot, out of 10,
6.
6. Yeah, I'd say
6.
5 or 6.
Yeah, and 6 is purely because I like the bars. I lifted well. I think if I'd had a shit session, I'd probably give it a 4.
He outlifted everyone in there, men and women, so 3.
Yeah, so that's that.
Last train now.
Last train. I'm so tired. My feet are so sore.
Yeah, last train. It's only a 5-minute train, then we're home.